might want to turn that down by a notch.
Okay, just so we will.
There you go. That should do it. Good morning. This is Russell Fletcher, also known as Uncle Buck with Fletcher Finance. Let's see here. Today is the 20th of December. We're 5 days away from Christmas, with Christmas being on Monday this year. The markets will be closed, which means that next week we'll have a abbreviated week for trading. But that's not what I want to talk about right now. What I want to talk about right now on this live stream is how the year has gone and what we've gone through. 2023 was pretty interesting this year. We not only had the Silicon Valley Bank debacle and the FTX debacle, but we saw the major markets go down quite a bit until about November. Then all of a sudden they turned on the afterburners and zoomed right up. And we're doing pretty good. So it's been an interesting year, but the nice thing is that here in a few days we'll be starting off with 2024, and we'll be excuse me, and we'll be starting a new year with new ideas. Now, the nice thing about starting off with a new year, new ideas is we got new markets and stuff that we're going to be going into. COVID is pretty much officially over, which is nice. Things are opening back up. And there we go. Things are opening back up, and we're experiencing resolution of issues in the logistics markets. As far as getting stuff from foreign areas to us, and then from us to foreign areas. So that's a good thing. But now we just need to see how these are going to play out. Of course, we're still dealing with inflation. Seems to be as stubborn as all get out, but it is slowly coming down, and the Fed has finally realized that this ship is bigger than a speedboat. So just because they, turn the wheel right now doesn't mean that, the ship's going to turn right away. So hopefully we'll see something better next year. I was looking at the mortgage rates this morning, and even the 30-year fixed is below 6.75% now. So we're coming down. I mean, I remember when it was a little over 8, and people were screaming, ah! So we got that going. Now, what do we have as far as 2024? Well, we got some elections coming up, and that always plays havoc on the market. And then, of course, we also have other issues coming up as far as emerging markets. It looks like India is going to be the next emerging market for 2024. That's India, the subcontinent, not Indiana, the state. Please don't confuse the two, like Homer Simpson did. If you know, you know. So, with that being said, there are some ETFs that deal with the Indian market, and you might want to go check those out. Now, this isn't investment advice, this is just my opinion on things, but, India is a very large country. It's got a very young population. They've gone from paper to digital in about 7 years, and they're rolling out a new digital ID for everybody, so that's going to be real nice. And as we get going with 2024 and the end of COVID and everything, things should be picking up there. I always suggest going with a ETF with emerging markets rather than doing individual stock picks to start off with. Buy your ETFs, see where they go, and see how much money you make off of it. Let somebody else do all the hard work of picking the stocks and everything. Especially on these emerging markets, you got to do a lot of deep dives to really understand who's good, who's bad, especially in a market like India where, you still got a lot of scamming going on. I'm sure at least most of you today will get at least one call wanting to extend your car warranty. So, there's that. But give credit where credit's due. They're trying to build their economy. They're trying to bring bring good jobs, bring regular jobs to their economy, which is always a good thing. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into some stuff here. So I'm going to go ahead and take my trusty phone here and choose out something here. I'm going to go to my personal account and pick out something here real quick. There's something I want to talk about called the Spider ETF. It tracks the S&P 500 and ticker symbol SPY. And for those of you who just want to put your money in something and let it grow over the next 30, 40 years and, not bug with it, the Spider ETF is one of the best ones. What they do is they basically buy everything that's in the S&P 500. So S&P 500 goes up, they go up. S&P 500 goes down, they go down. And of course, I can already hear you saying, well, the S&P fluctuates day by day. And yeah, that's true. The S&P does fluctuate day by day, but that's why I said long-term investing. Retirement accounts where, you just want to put your money in, put in a few $100s every month, just let it grow. 30 years from now, you want to say, adios, amigos, to your workplace. That's what you want to do. And I'm going to show something right now. This S&P 500, I invested in a little over 6 months ago. And just in 6 months, my total return on $300 has turned into $52.31, which doesn't sound like a lot until you look at the percentage, which is 17.18%. Now, if you put $10,000 in and you did 17.18, what do you get? You get a big number. Let the power of compounding interest and the steady incline of the market help you. Now, the reason I'm talking about this today, because I know a lot of people that are on the financial news and stuff are talking about all the retailers and the oil companies and everything else. The reason I'm talking about this right now is because in 2024, we're going to be coming into January, and everybody's going to be going, okay, my New Year's resolution is to save for retirement. Well, where do I start? Well, I don't know where to start. Okay. Once you get to that, where I don't know where to start, that's the first roadblock. And then everybody's like, okay, well, I was going to do it, but I don't know where to start. I don't know who to talk to. And the next thing you know, it's July. It's 6 or 7 months down the road. You still haven't invested. You're 6 months more into your life, which will end one day. I mean, it's going to happen to all of us. So sometimes the best thing to do is start off with a small step. There's an ancient Chinese proverb that says that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And that's what it takes. You just need one step. And that one step I always recommend, or in my opinion, should be the S&P 500 Spider ETF, because once you start there and you get comfortable with it, you can either stay there and let it grow. Or if you feel that you can get into individual stocks or other ETFs, then there's that option too. And there's ETFs for everything. There's ETFs for railroads. There's ETFs for space. There's ETFs for whole economies. There's ETFs for the airplane industry. There's ETFs for the oil industry. That's the beautiful thing about ETFs. You put your money in, they do all the work and everything. They take a small percentage every year for their management fee, and you just let it grow. And an ETF, it actually stands for Exchange Traded Fund, and it's relatively new. It started back in the mid '90s. In fact, one of the first ETFs that came on the circuit was Spiders. SPYs. And I always thought it was interesting that they start off with spiders, but, well, it is what it is. And since about 95, 96, when they started coming out and more people did it, it's grown and grown and grown. And now the Securities and Exchange Commission has even allowed ETFs to come out for Bitcoin. So for those of you who want to get into Bitcoin but not sure how to get into it, or how to add it to your retirement portfolio, now there's an ETF for it. Great. It's run by Grayscale. Good company. At least I think it's a good company. So, with all that being said, and me not wanting to take up anybody's time too much this morning, as we are all getting ready for Christmas and the New Year, shortly coming in after that, I just want to tell you, 2024 is a great year to start investing. Start investing for your retirement. Even if you don't want to try to make money off of it on a daily or weekly basis. You're just looking for retirement. Start saving. If you start today, it's better than starting tomorrow. And I can't encourage that enough. Let time and inertia be your friend. I am Russell Fletcher, also known as Uncle Buck, here to talk about financial stuff all the time. I'm the guy in the goofy hat, and starting in 2024, we're going to start doing a lot more live streams. This is actually the first one that I've done where I've actually tried to do something. The first one that I did a couple days ago, that was just a test to see how badly I could screw things up, and I screwed things up pretty badly. But this is the first one I've actually tried to do, and I think it's going good so far. So go out there, buy your Christmas gifts, think about where you want to be in 30 or 40 years, and remember that compound interest is your best friend when it comes to investing. In the meantime, mind your business and have a great day. And I will be here in a minute.